Now that the fact-checking keyboard commandos, social media administrators, and thought police have been pacified, let's get down to business. A world government regime is being implemented right before our very eyes, using COVID as the Trojan horse. It's a scientific dictatorship being guided by the principles of eugenics, operating as a psyop under the guise of a pandemic, using medical martial law. If you want a vision of the future, imagine a boot stamping on the human face forever. George Orwell, 1984. Countless people will hate the New World Order and will die protesting against it. H.G. Wells, The New World Order, 1939. We shall have a world government, whether we like it or not. The only question is whether world government will be achieved by consent or by conquest. James Warburg, February 17, 1950. The U.S. Senate Committee on Foreign Relations. Now, if you're wondering what's next, just remember all the "it's just" statements. It's just a mask. It's for your safety and mine. Don't put other people's health and safety at risk because of a minor inconvenience. It's just 6 feet. It's just safer at home. It's not really a lockdown. Besides, it's only for a few weeks. Then everything will reopen. It's just non-essential businesses that need to close. It's just non-essential workers that need to go jobless. We're in a crisis. Take one for the team. Have a vacation on the state. File for unemployment. Get your COVID check and chill. It's just until this whole thing blows over. It's just bars and restaurants and gyms and salons that need to close. It's just so that we don't overwhelm the hospitals. I mean, don't you care about our medical infrastructure? God forbid you get sick. You'll see. You silly conspiracy nuts. It's just until we flatten the curve. It's just until we can get a vaccine. I mean, my health is not my responsibility. It's the responsibility of the state to make sure I'm healthy. My job is to help them help me. It's just contact tracing. So what, you get a phone call. It's just a COVID app. I mean, don't you want to know who's safe to be around and who's not? It's just the COVID vaccine certificate. Businesses need to provide a safe and secure environment for their customers and employees. It's just a vaccine. You're not one of those anti-vaxxers, are you? And when the protest started, what happened? It's just a few inmates that are being released while the riots are raging throughout the United States. It's just a few states that did it. Not all states do it. It's just a few paid violent protesters. It's just a few pallets of bricks being conveniently placed. It's just a few off-duty police officers breaking windows of shops and destroying their own police cars. It's just George Soros and a few billionaires backing protesters. I mean, what's the big deal? What's a billionaire to do after they tank the economy? And when people start to speak up, what happens? They're just blocking the medical misinformation. You can't let people think for themselves. Where do you think you live, America? Stop it. They're just blocking a few doctor videos, you know, the quack doctors, the snake oil salesman type, those that believe in hydroxychloroquine, God and demons and that kind of stuff, you know, crazy talk. Get out of here. They're just blocking a few frontline workers and nurses from speaking out, you know. These guys only have time to treat COVID patients and make TikTok dance videos. We're in the middle of a crisis here. Either dance or get back to work. They're just blocking a few of these posts on social media. You know, you don't want to violate social media standards and policies, do you? This is serious business. I mean, think about the advertisers. How are they going to feel? All that rhetoric is there for what? To condition you to believe that, you know, standing up for your rights is a selfish act. And if they can succeed, if they can get you to believe that, then you're more likely to give up your rights for moral reasons rather than for social reasons. And because you're afraid, what are you going to do? What may you do? You'll sacrifice your freedoms on the altar of fear in the name of peace and safety. Those that would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Benjamin Franklin. I know, that's a little bit out of context, but you'll forgive me.